Hello, Path of Exile player and developer. My name is Charlie. Today I make that video because I have some language barrier. Sorry for my French accent. I think that will be more easy to understand my point. And and anyway, I'm a YouTuber for viewer, all that kind of crap. I'm just there for the love of the game. So let's go to it. Okay, I really love Path of Exile, and sadly I don't play Path of Exile because it's got a couple point of the game that really overwhelm my experience. But if I make that video, it's mainly because my goodness, I love all the lore, all the deep depth in the game, and all the option that game provide, and that old gothic style, and a little bit Dungeon and Dragon style also. So I make already a little page of what turned me off of that game, and uh, I will point out some stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a part of the issue, but maybe not all the part of the issue. I feel Path of Exile trash what the community people call trash monster. I think in Path of Exile, uh, they are really trash. By the way, it's not that video is not to love or hate or anything. It's just for me it's just mathematic. It's just a breakdown and just my opinion. I feel that the monster in Path of Exile are really trash. And where I will go there, I think trash monster, that type of monster, are 90% of the game content. What I mean there, if you go play Act 1, I give you an example. Act 1. Before you arrive to the boss, you have a few champion, but all the rest of the content is trash monster. If you start a new league or everything, you have the boss. It's like you have the main boss. After you have maybe 10% of champion, and 90% of the monster are trash. So that's why the time I start in the beginning, trash or really trash, and after if you end, it's 90% of the game content. And now we'll go why trash monster in my opinion are really trash. Okay, if you go one shot build, okay, one shot build, you have a lot of one shot build, and it's not one shot build like you see from 3 years ago. One shot build 1 year, 1 week, here ago, 2 year, 10 months. So you still have a 4 months. You still have a lot of one shot build. Okay. So if I give you an example, I start here. Okay, it's better I restart the video really quick. Ah crap. But okay, you see, one shot, one shot. Okay, first of all, in my opinion, uh, the trash mom are really trash. The gameplay, the gameplay, it's really brainless. You break your head. I give all the credit the guys create the build, but the time your build is done, the gameplay is just completely brainless. Okay, so someone just have to copy your build to have the currency, copy your build and run your build. I don't say we'll run the build like you, but will will make his life really more easier. So the game content become, if the game have 90% of trash mob, 90% of the game content become ridicule. Okay, and also another problem that make all the other build of the game not valuable. They are not good anymore, because the time you will join a party or join someone, you cannot follow him. The gap will be so huge. Just It's just really game breaker in my opinion. I don't expect people will be agree with me. The people they use that, they farm currency. You have always the gold seller or everything. Sure, they will don't be agree with me. But for the guys like me, it's really just want to play a game competitive and to enjoy the game. Uh, that create a huge gap that makes so many other build not good. And yep, you try to imagine a melee build following this, or a guy it's in progression. So yeah, it's completely game breaker. So what what is the problem in my opinion? To have that kind of meta build, sure, it's just to min max everything and the power go on the top but a big issue in my opinion, and I remember the BlizzCon developers saying, oh, we'll give more life to the trash monster. That will change nothing. If you look this, okay, the one shot everything and you give more life to the trash monster, the guy will just make a one more click and will clean your extra life. But all the people they have built, they struggle, they will just struggle more. Okay, I think in my book, if you have so many different one shot build, first of all, it's got a bad balance somewhere. But I think to have monster with different kind of elemental that's, by the way, it's the old Diablo 2. Uh, to have different immunity, that will just some build they will just be and some monster they have more immunity and more higher resistance. That will be really a good step in the right direction in my opinion, because for all the problem that cause in the game, do you really want guys to make an action RPG or you want to make a shooter game? What is, if you're not that great, this it's a shooter game. I'm sorry, but what, it's a shooter game? One shot build in the in shooter you have shot. So yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't think it's the game developer want to achieve that kind of gameplay. You one shot all your content. 90% of all, I will say 90% of their content, but the time you are able to almost to trash mob the boss, I think that start to be ridicule. Also, I have another problem with the game is slow pace versus fast pace. I believe in my book. I know I'm an old man. It's not for that I want to have a slow pace game, but I believe you're still able to do a lot of stuff with a game that's got a pace slower. If you play like a crazy chicken, really quick and one shot everything, sure. But it's got a lot of game. You're able to have, I don't say a slow pace, but to have a slower pace, because the teleport skill now it's just become really the movement skill people use for teleporting. It start to be really ridicule. And yep, you teleport really quick, you one shot everything, and I'm not sure how people enjoys the game like that. I don't feel anymore it's an action RPG. I believe more the trash mob will be some trash mob will be less trash, a little bit more intelligent. So some trash mob will have more resistance, maybe some little some ability. Give you an example: the time you play in Diablo 2, you fight a Balrog and Chaos and Charade, they throw flame. So trash mob will have some ability. You will have more strategy. So even if the pace it's a bit slower, the combat have more deep. You know, the monster combat have more deep. I know it's a lot of work, because already in my book the trash mob are really trash in Path of Exile. They don't do much. So yeah, that's a big problem. I think the game really need to. It's sure you. By the way, you will never make everyone happy in the game, and I don't believe I will be happy or not happy. It's just for me now. It's just completely. It's not I'm too old. I'm not able to follow the game. It's just you're able to teleport in all the screen and one shot all the map. So where is the strategy, the gameplay there? We don't have gameplay. You spam one bottom to teleport, you spam one bottom to clean, and it's done. So I think the gameplay right now it's really brainless. It's got a huge gap between many build, and how to fix that? I think my opinion is to really slower the movement skill, or to give some countdown to the movement skill. Cannot be spam. I hate countdown. I dislike countdown in an action RPG, or give a slower animation or something to slow that down. also make the monster, the trash monster, less trash, more intelligent, because it's 90% of your game content. Try to give a really medieval, gothic action RPG, not a shooter game. You know, if I want to one shot and to have a shooter game, I think Path of Exile is so a nice game with so many skills. Don't amputate almost all your work for a few 10 bill, 15 bill. Try to give a action RPG feel to the game, and yeah, it's really my main complaint. Also, it's depend also the way the if you overwhelm the player with 30 35 monster, trash monster, they jump on you, and so many build will struggle with that. That's why now you have so many one shot build. So that, yeah, that really hurt a lot of builds. So it's depend the way you will throw monster on us. Also, you need to take care. So that is my big problem. I don't want to repeat myself too much. That's the big problem, the one shot build, and what caused that one shot build. Sure, some people just make some really nice build, but also the part is on the developer to have, man, some trash monsters. So trash, sorry to say that, but it's the trash monster in Path of Exile. They have any immunity for any kind of damage, and their resistance feel really low. I'm not sure about their armor or yep. So that's my 2 cents, and I hope that kind of stuff will be changed in Path of Exile 2, because god damn it, I love that game and all the options got in that game, and I really want to be back. And after, I will be honest with you, after playing Torchlight 3, and my goodness, I want to go back in Path of Exile. Yeah, sadly, Torchlight 3, not really a fan of it. So yeah, so thank you for your time, and I hope in that little video, maybe you will not be agree with me with a lot of points, but if at least you agree with one of 2 points, it's my pleasure. So thank you. Have a nice weekend. Peace.